Hi, it's me again. I'm sorry, it's been a while since I've talked about the letters from TV license. I've got a few stacked up actually, but this one came through yesterday. And I like the red envelopes one. I've got no idea what it contains, but I can guarantee you one thing. If I've got this, other people out there have got this. So I'm going to crack it open, as always, go through it, let you know everything you need to know about it. Because maybe that's why you've stumbled across this video. You've got it because you've stopped paying your license fee for whatever reason, a political stance, or you can't afford it. Whatever your reason, mine was I can't afford it at the time. I'm going to go through it because you could well be worried about what this contains. So I'm going to let you know everything you need to know. Let me get it open, get rid of me personal details. Give me a second. I don't know why I always say give me a second. It's not like you have to sit there watching me put gaffer tape all over this bloody thing to hide me details, is it? So, this is what it is. I'll chuck it on the screen. I don't think I've had... There's a few new ones floating about, you know. I don't think I've had this one before. I think this is a new design. They finally made some new designs. So, let's go through it, because you may have got this, and if you're not paying your license fee anymore, you could well be a bit worried about some of the things this says. So let me try and set your mind at ease and let you know what you need to know about it. So my status is visit scheduled. I've had that kind of status of visit authorised, visit pending, visit imminent or whatever for years. Still not had a visit. Anyway, we did not hear from you. This address is still unlicensed in big letters. Do you want to know why? Do you want to know why you didn't hear from me, the BBC? One, I don't need to talk to you. No law saying I have to tell you I don't require a licence for your services. That's partly why you didn't hear from me. The other reason you didn't hear from me is because I don't need a licence. That's why this address is still unlicensed. There's a reason it's still unlicensed, because I legally do not require one. At the top here, it's gone straight in with aggressive, right? It's assuming we're doing something wrong straight away. Why can't it assume that I'm a perfectly law-abiding citizen that doesn't require a television licence? Why? Why does it have to go the negative all the time? Because fear sells licences. They can't sell licences based on quality of programming, the quality of the service from the BBC. No. Their main sales tactic for people like me is fear. And I'm not scared. Dear illegal occupier, still don't know my name. I see you've been investigating me for years, still don't know my name. We wrote to tell you we were giving you 10 days to get correctly licensed. That must be one of the ones I've got over there. I've got a pile of them. Oh no, what am I going to do now? They wrote to me to give me 10 days to get correctly licensed. Oh no, hang on. I am correctly licensed. I don't need one. I am currently correctly licensed. I don't have to worry now. We have not had a response. So this address still does not have a TV licence. Correct. You haven't had a response because I don't have to tell you anything. I don't want no dealings with your corporation. Thank you very much. And I certainly don't want to pay you any money. Legally, I don't need to. If you don't watch or record anything as it's being broadcast, you don't access BBC iPlayer, you don't need one by law. So that's why you haven't had a response. This address still does not have a TV licence. Correct. Don't need one. So what you can expect now, this should be good. Your case has been escalated. Ooh, scary language. To the enforcement team covering, and they actually put my postcode on there for once. So you can now expect a visit from an enforcement officer. I've been expecting a visit from an enforcement officer for quite some time. Now, if you do happen to get one, because I'm not saying they don't happen, they do, because the door-to-door salesmen, they call them their enforcement officers. They're officers of nothing. They like to sort of make you feel intimidated, like there's something important, maybe they're bailiffs or they have some kind of police powers or something. They're door-to-door salesmen. And if you live in a big town and you're not paying your licence fee and you're not telling them you don't require a licence fee, or even if you are telling them, you may very well get a visit from them. And it's so easy. There's nothing to be scared of. Do not talk to them. They know, some of them are quite good, and they know the longer they can keep you talking, the more chance you've got of saying something stupid, dropping yourself in it. Now, you shouldn't be watching stuff you shouldn't be watching. So without a license, you can't watch or record anything as it's been broadcast from any channel, not just the BBC, and you can't access BBC iPlayer. But you don't need to tell them this. They want to keep you talking because they want you to say something that will drop you in it. Or they'll ask to come into your property. Why would you allow it? You don't know these people. You don't know it's a real TV licence enforcement officer. That always gets me, that. Let us in so we can know, who the hell are you to come into my property? Oh, I've got a badge that says I'm a TV licensing enforcement officer. I don't know what a real TV licensing enforcement officer badge looks like, and I've been doing this for 10 odd years. I don't know what one looks like. So how would anyone? So do not ever let anyone into your property, ever, especially a TV licence enforcement officer. So the best way to deal with them, regular viewers will know where this is going, right? If you do happen to get a knock on the door and you haven't got a video doorbell to tell them to jog or whatever, open the door. Don't be scared to open the door of your own property. You ain't got to hide from anyone. Open the door. Hello, who are you? Hello, I'm from TV licensing. Let me just stop you there, son. No thanks. Bye. Shut the door. That's it. They can't put the foot in the door to stop it closing. They're not High Court enforcement officers. They're not police. They are door-to-door salesmen. They can't keep knocking on the door. Can't do that. That's harassment. They have no choice but to toddle off with a towel between their legs and go and pester someone else who hopefully won't be an easy target either. That's it. No problem at all. I've got endless videos on this channel. If you hit the channel name down there and you go to Goon Visits, loads and loads of videos. I've even got a few new ones actually, which I need to do a video on, of just people going, hello, who are you? I am from TV Licensing. Cut them off, go, no thanks mate. Shut the door. You're perfectly within your rights to do so. As long as you're not watching or recording anything that's been broadcast or accessing BBC iPlayer, you legally don't require a licence. You don't have to tell them anything. Now you can tell them, and in the past I used to advise that you tell them. It's called a no licence needed declaration. And if you want to do it, do it. All right? I wouldn't do it, and I'll tell you why. I have done it in the past, and all it does is cut down on the worst of the letters. Doesn't cut down on all the letters, and I believe it guarantees you a visit. I've had 2 visits in my time. One was about 2 weeks after doing the no licence needed declaration, and for some reason it only lasts 2 years. So when it ran out, I did it again. Within 2 weeks, I had a visit. Since I haven't done the no licence needed declaration, and I've moved a couple of times in that time, no visits. None. And it's not like I live right out in the sticks. So, yeah. Right, let's go through the rest of this anyway before I just spend an hour just ranting. So my case has been escalated. Right, okay. So if we find you've been watching or recording live TV without a licence, you could be interviewed under caution and prosecuted for a criminal offence. How are they going to find if you've been watching? You shouldn't have been, but how are they going to find out if you have? By talking to you or asking to come in. But we're going to say no thank you and shut the door. That's it. Detective vans are a myth. Not going to happen. There is no other way they can find out. That's their investigation, complete, over, kaput. No thanks, shut the door. Done. Interviewed under caution. They put that in there to make them sound important, like the police. Anyone can interview anyone under caution. I bet they don't know the proper rules of doing it. They've been trained, but they don't give a shit, do they? They just want their commission. A TV licence covers you for all channels, pay TV services. Oh, yeah, we know that. And services like Amazon Prime Video, live TV on streaming services like Amazon. So if I missed it, anyone else can miss it. And they see it, I think, Prime Video or Netflix, oh no, I need to buy a licence. You don't. You can watch Prime Video all you want. Just don't watch the live sport on there without a licence. Same for Netflix. It also covers you for everything on the BBC, obviously. If found guilty, how are you going to find us guilty? You may have to pay a fine of up to £1,000, plus any legal costs and or compensation. The maximum fine is £1,000. I don't think I've ever heard of it being given out. The average fine is about 150 quid. And you can only get that by talking to them, remember. If you don't talk to the enforcement officers, you cannot get in trouble. You can't. To stop a visit to your address while there is still time, you need to act now. I did act now. I made a video helping other people not engage with you, BBC, and try and save them what is now £174.50. It's an insane amount of money. And you have to pay it to the BBC in order to watch Discovery Channel or Sky Sports or ITV. They don't get the money. What a scam. How have they got away with this for so long? It beggars belief, doesn't it? Act now to stop a visit. All right. Nowhere on here does it say, does it, that we've read so far, do you actually require a licence? If you don't require a licence, it's okay. You can ignore this letter or tell us you don't need a licence. Nothing on the back either. It just says, when do you need a licence? Nothing. They're assuming. This is assuming. Now, in my property here, I do not watch or record anything that's been broadcast, and I do not access BBC iPlayer. But they are assuming I am. It's wrong, isn't it? It's wrong. So, to sum up, if you don't pay your licence fee because you can't afford it, or it's a political stance, or you can't stand the BBC, whatever reason you have, you're going to get these shitty letters. You are perfectly within your rights to not have a television licence, as long as you don't watch or record anything that's been broadcast or access BBC iPlayer. If you don't do those things, you do not legally require a television licence, and you do not have to tell them you don't require a television licence. So don't worry. I'm over 10 years now not having a licence. Am I in prison? Have I had a £1,000 fine? No. Main thing to remember is the only possible way you can get in trouble is by talking to their goons, their enforcement officers, their door-to-door salesmen. But if you open a door, you say no thank you, and you close it on them, no trouble. No one knows what you're doing in your property, apart from you shouldn't be doing anything you shouldn't be doing. They wouldn't know because you're not going to tell them. Are you? That's it. So if you've got this and that's how you stumbled across this video, don't worry. You're going to get more. You get one every month. I do. I've got hundreds of bloody things. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Let me know your thoughts on this down in the comments below. Have you had this one? Let me know what you thought about it down there. While you're down there leaving your comment, hit all the buttons and everything as well. Because if you do all that, hopefully I'll get to see you in another video again soon, won't I? Ta-da.